Okay guys, this is gonna be a versus video of a torque converter versus a clutch versus straight shaft driven. So we got here some examples here. We got a torque converter. We want to start off with the clutch. Okay, this is what a clutch looks like. It's just that's the front of it. That's the rear. This is what the inside looks like. There's just little, grippers on there, and it grips the inside here. It grips the side so it doesn't just take off on you. So that's what these little grippers are in there. They widen apart and grip this, so this sucker just stays one piece and just drives. So that's a little bit of that. So on to the torque converter. Now versus the clutch versus the torque converter. Now this is a torque converter. It's like a transmission. It's a type of transmission. This is kind of straight, but the problem is you got slippage. You got, over a lot of strain, you got slippage with this. This kind of like a transmission. Kind of gives it in low gear and a high gear. Starts out low and goes in a high gear. When it revs up real high and gets a good enough speed, it widens apart and it goes. So this is what a torque converter set up like. You got your drive and then you got your driven. So that gets larger and this gets smaller for a different gear ratio. So so that's those two. Now the versus straight driven. I got this mini bike all set up here for straight driven because straight driven is just so much better. Problem with these things people just don't realize is slippage. Bunch of slippage. And if you get slippage, you don't get power and speed out of your slippage. So those over there is clutch and torque converter. You get slippage. Not as much slippage with a torque converter, but once your belt gets wore out, then you get the slippage. So that's a problem. If you have a new belt, it's not too bad, but why would you keep replacing belt when you just have straight driven? So it's pretty obvious straight driven is the win here. So what we got here, we got the shaft. We got the what the setup is we got the shaft here straight out, and we got the sprocket, straight key sprocket. You got the 41 chain, 41 sprockets, and straight sprocket. So we got shaft, sprocket, chain, sprocket to straight to the wheel. So that's that setup. It's the best setup. So you can tell I got set up on my this mini bike here, and it's just so much better because there's no slippage. It just keeps on going. There's no slip. There's no heat and forces and all kinds of crap going on in that clutch drive systems. So straight driven, it just keeps on going and going and going and going, and it will not stop going. And so we're gonna go to minuses and pluses on this deal here. So we're gonna start with the minus. Minuses, it won't stop going, and the pluses, it won't stop going. Now the plus in the two is it won't stop going. So that's the plus in the whole deal, but because it's the same, it won't stop going, it won't stop going. So yeah, this sucker cruises like no other, man. There's just no slippage. It just rips up that mud and gravel and blacktop just like that, man. And that sucker will not stop going. So got set up. This is the best rig I got going on here with this mini bike. It cruises so smooth. We got, you notice there's no brakes, no front brake handle. Brake handle was busted right off. We got no foot brake. You see, I took it off. There's none there. Well, it was just off when I got it, actually, I should say. So, because the reason why no brakes, because I want this sucker to ride so smooth and no friction. I want no friction on this sucker. I just want this thing just to drive real smooth. And one plus with this, another plus is with this setup is when you run out of gas in your engine, you can have it pull drive, I should say, pull drive with your arm. So what you can do is just keep pulling and it'll just keep going, just like that. See, when you run out of gas, and you'll have a backup. It's that simple, you know. So, heck yeah, man, you can't beat this setup. And plus, there's a safety with these awesome brakes here. We got the safety thing. So when you pull it, you know, it pulls out it wraps back in like a spring, and it hits the side cover right there, you know, real good. You know, you see right there. And then there's a safety, so if you stall out and goes backwards, it won't fly. It won't start rolling backwards. It will stop. It'll make it. See right now, I'm pushing back on it, and that tire's not moving. But if you go forward, it moves. See? It moves. But backward, nope. There's a safety. So that's another plus. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed my versus video. Straight driven totally beats out all of them. Why in the world would you have a torque burner clutch when you got straight driven and no slippage? Heck yeah, baby.